What will August be bringing you? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, dreamy dreamers, welcome back to the Crazy Dreamer Network. My name is AJ, and let's hop in today's reading. So, today's pick a card is all about what August is bringing in for you. We have 3 piles: pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I'll give you all some time to meditate on your pile selection. Okay, dreamy dreamers. So again, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 1s. Welcome back to your reading regarding what August is bringing in for you. Okay, so you all chose this gorgeous lapis lazuli tower alongside the goddess guidance oracle cards. Okay, so let's tap in with your crystal first. So lapis lazuli is actually known as the stone of truth. And here are 3 unknown, facts about lapis lazuli. So it is a gateway to the Akashic records, right? And it strengthens spiritual integrity, okay? So that just basically says it supports spiritual responsibility, keeping the ego in check, right? Keeping you from avoiding any egoic traps, right? And 3, it amplifies prophetic dreams. So you could actually journal what comes up after a dream if you keep a lapis lazuli underneath your pillow. And, it's known to reveal divine timing and synchronicity. So I thought that was, I wanted to give you guys a little more emphasis on these crystals when we use them in our spreads, because it's just good to note and to jot down, right, for future reference. So pile number 1s, what I'm getting regarding all of that, right? Aside from all that, what I'm getting regarding what's coming in for you in August, I feel like you're really going to be grounded, but also I also want to say hypersensitive spiritually, and being able to see into the unknown a little better. However, I also feel like for you pile number 1s, you guys are going to be taking on a lot of leadership roles, but you're going to be grounded while you're leading, right? You're going to be a grounded, stable leader, as well as, you remember what I said about the lapis lazuli kind of keeping our ego in check so we can avoid spiritual traps. So we could avoid egoic traps. I feel like you're going to avoid a lot in August, right? You're going to avoid a lot in August. And, what is commonly known about lapis lazuli is that it is a stone of royalty. Ancient Egyptians used to use it in their armors and stuff. Royal ancient Egyptians used to use it in their armors and their jewelry. And I don't know if it's ancient Egypt, so don't quote me on this, but I know that women of antiquity used to use lapis lazuli and ground it up and use it as makeup as well. So basically, pile number 1s, I really feel like for you come August, you're going to be grounded in your regality, right? So I'm getting regal energy, but also very confident, like a quiet confidence, right? Grounded in your confidence in the month of August, okay? So, yeah. So, basically, to sum up, a lot of spiritual insights, you're going to be leading the way for a lot of people. And if it's not a massive amount of people, it's going to be for the people that matter the most to you in like your community or your family and your friends, right? And I feel like people are really going to come to you because they look forward to hearing from you, and they look forward to hearing your wisdom, right? That crown chakra is definitely going to be highly activated come the month of August. But without further delay, let's get into your reading. Just going to cleanse this deck, give it a good shuffle. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck for our pile number 1s, for giving them clear, concise, accurate messages as to what is coming in for them in the month of August. Spirit, please tell us what is coming in for our pile number 1s in the month of August. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones. What is coming in for our pile number ones in the month of August? Whoa, we have true love with Guinevere. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Wow, pile number ones. Let's get a few more. Tell us more, Spirit. What will August bring into our pile number one? What will August bring in for our pile number ones? What will August bring in for our pile number ones? Clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number ones. What will August bring? What will August bring? Okay, pile number one, so we're back. So we're gonna get to your cards in a minute. I do wanna show you what's at the bottom of the deck. We have 𝙒𝙗𝙡𝙀 with sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So I think it's interesting. I wanted to show you all this card because with 𝙒𝙗𝙀𝙀, sacred space, we also have Vesta home. Okay, so pile number ones, I feel like in the month of August, you guys might be keeping it a little close to home. You probably won't go too far outside of your own like community, right? But what I'm getting is that you are very grounded in your home now. It's like, okay, so this is only going to be for a few of you, but for those of you who have just moved into like a new place in the last like year or so, you are really going to start feeling at home now. You are making your house or your apartment or your room or your space a home, right? And I feel like not only are you doing that, but you are going to feel very at home in yourself, in your body, in your temple, so to speak. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting the body is a temple here too. And I feel like even with Guinevere True Love, it says the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So I feel like because you're feeling more at home in what and who you're embodying, okay, as well as in your surroundings, I feel like there's going to be like an intense gravitational pull to people, from people to you, if that makes sense, okay? I feel like if you're looking for love, you're going to find it, okay, come the month of August, or at least you're going to be on the trajectory to find it, right? If you are already in a happy connection, you're going to be more grounded in that connection. You're going to feel so at home with this person, or you're going to feel so at home in this love. I can't even describe it. It's like going to almost make you feel like a better person, if that makes sense. Now with Qian Yin, compassion, release judgment about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Exactly. That was basically just what I was saying. And this is my first time really observing the Qian Yin card, compassion. I feel like in the month of August, and just a disclaimer, so we're entering into the season of Leo, right? Leos are very, to me, in my opinion, Leos tend to be very grounded in who they are. They have this sense of confidence, right? Especially, on the external, they have this physical confidence that you can kind of like see in their presence. So I feel like I'm also getting for you, pile number ones, your presence is going to be felt in the month of August. Okay, your presence is going to be felt, and you're going to be very grounded in that presence. You're not going to shy away from it. Okay, and those are very Leo attributes, right? Those are very lion attributes, right? So I feel like it's almost like you're reintegrating your true love being you, but with that, it's being pushed out and reverberated to anyone who comes around you, if that makes sense, right? And again, not only are you feeling at home in your actual physical space, like your sacred space, you're feeling at home in your body and in your relationships, okay? So let's delve a little deeper with some tarot. I'm gonna just cleanse this deck. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck for our pile number ones, for giving pile number ones clear, concise, accurate messages. What will August bring for our pile number ones? Deep clarity and insight into what August will bring for our pile number ones. I really am also getting pile number ones. It's almost like you're going to be like levitating, like you're going to be in this like walking meditative state in the month of August, okay? And that will attract people to you. That will attract true love if that's what you're calling in, right? Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones. Come on. You can't make this up, pile number ones. We have the Four of Wands. We have two people which look like a divine union, right? These divine counterparts celebrating on top of a tower. Celebrating on top of a tower, okay? We have 4 trees here, and this is my first time even like really acknowledging these trees, okay? Which represent the 4 walls, right? Which represent a home, a happy home, a stable home. So not only are you attracting stability within you, but it is literally reverberating to your external. You're going to have such a happy union and a happy home. That's what I'm getting, a happy home for our pile number ones. Okay? Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What's coming in for our pile number ones? What will August bring for pile number ones? Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones. What will August bring for pile number ones? Tell us more. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones regarding what August will bring. Okay, so we got 3 more cards. Okay, pile number 1. So we also got the 8 of Wands alongside the Knight of Wands, excuse me. So we have all Wands cards. So there's nothing but action and momentum happening for you, pile number ones, in the month of August. So with the 8 of Wands, something could actually be happening on August 8th, okay? So yeah, so kind of write that down, pile number ones. If you're following along in your Crazy Dreamer Tarot Journal, write that down alongside the cards that came out, okay? Make a keynote for August 8th. Something wonderful could be coming in, okay? And it's so interesting because, okay, so there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 little umbrellas on here, and she's using the umbrella to fly. So something could be coming in, some type of message, a guest could be coming in, and you guys are just really having a good time. You could be spending a lot of time with people in the month of August as well. Or it's like someone is flying in. Someone could be flying in the month of August, pile number 1. So you could have friends or family flying in from a different area, okay, to come celebrate with you. You could be celebrating with another friend or family member regarding something, okay? Maybe even a marriage. She is holding a bouquet of flowers, okay? So let's see. We have the Knight of Wands also. And I always point out that this person on this horse, this equestrian on this horse is doing the impossible, right? She's jumping through a hoop of fire. And I feel like you guys are going to feel that way come August. You guys are going to be feeling like you can do the impossible, like super energetic, super motivated to do what you have to do. And you know what's even funnier is she's doing a trick because she's not sitting on this horse properly. She's like sitting on this horse with her legs the opposite way. So she's kind of showing off, which is very Leo, right? So again, pile number ones, I think this is a cute, and it's almost like a relaxing reading too. So I'm feeling very relaxed reading for you all. And I think that's where that meditative state is coming in. Okay, so not only are you going to have fun in the month of August, you might even be hosting guests, right, who fly in from, whether it be nearby states or different countries, right? And then I feel like you're kind of going to be showing off a little bit in the month of August, pile number ones. And I feel like your energy is going to be so good and you're going to be so grounded and like this feeling like you can do anything that attracts people. You're going to be very magnetic in the month of August as well. And you know what? not just magnetic, but also gregarious and like fun loving. That's what I'm getting here, okay? I also feel like pile number ones, you're going to be very happy with your living situation. It's like a breath of fresh air. You're finally going to be able to take a deep breath and just feel like I'm home, wherever that is, right? Wherever home is to you, I feel like you're going to make it where you are, if that makes sense, right? And that could be in the arms of another person, right? Proverbially, you know, when you feel very comfortable around a person and you feel like they're home, you know? So this could be your significant other, or this could be a friend or family member. But whatever is coming in for you in August, whatever August brings, right? With this Eight of Wands here, you're going to feel at home. And I think that's important to you right now. Okay, so let's see, what else? I just feel very tranquil and at ease for in this pile number ones, okay? So let us get some more details regarding August. Tell us more, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for providing our pile number ones with clear, concise, accurate messages. Tell us more clear, concise, accurate messages about what August is bringing in for our pile number ones. Tell us more clear, concise, accurate messages about what August is bringing in for our pile number ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clear, concise, accurate messages about what August is bringing in for our pile number ones. Oh my God. Pile number ones, you can't make this up. 420, relax. I was getting a very relaxing energy from this reading. Like, I felt relaxed. I felt like my shoulders kind of like sunk a little, and, you know, in a good way. So 420. And hey, so those who partake, you guys might be partaking into 420, and that might help you feel more relaxed in the month of August. But I'm definitely getting, you're feeling more relaxed. You're feeling like you can be comfortable in your own skin and in your own home, if that makes sense. Because sometimes, like, correct me if I'm wrong, dreamers, but sometimes you might feel like antsy, like, I gotta get out the house. I gotta get out the house. Like, I gotta do something. I gotta be somewhere other than where you are. You know, it's like you are very present in the month of August, okay? Let's get one more card. Tell us more, Spirit. Okay, perfect. Thank you. We have card number 55 with shift. And I love this card. It's so beautiful. I feel like, yeah, you're going to feel the shift in this energy when it comes in as well. You're definitely going to feel it. Bottom of the deck, 3003 with inspiration. I also feel, pile number ones, that you guys could be taking like divine action during this time, right? Because of this shift in energy, right? You might feel compelled to do more, to act on those whims that you had, whether it be creation, right? Because Kuan Yin, they say she's like the female Buddha, right? And I also feel like she gives Empress energy. So I feel like as you're in this kind of like relaxed feminine state, you're going to feel like you can take certain actions of creativity, if that makes sense, okay? So yeah, let's wrap up your reading, pile number ones, with some roll of the Astro dice. Very last messages for our beautiful pile number one, Spirit, regarding what is coming in for them in the month of August. Last messages for our beautiful pile number ones. Okay, so we have Scorpio energy, with the 12th house and the moon. So some of you all might have your moon in Scorpio. That doesn't have to be a thing, but some of you all might. And others, I feel like you're going to have this spiritual inclination to take action. And you know what's funny? We're in Leo season, or we're about to enter into Leo season, especially in the month of August. I always say that Scorpio is the fire of water. So I feel like some of you all might be Scorpios, heavy emphasis on that. Some of you all might have your moon in Scorpio, like I just suggested. But I feel like you're going to feel very in tune spiritually, and you're going to delve into spirit a lot more often in the month of August, because you're going to feel like you can, because you're relaxed. When you're relaxed and you're comfortable, all your bills are paid. So we're getting real right now. All your bills are paid. You don't have almost like a care in the world. You got a good amount of money in your pocket. Your family's good, you're good, your friends are good, you're healthy, you're blessed, your family, friends, community, they're healthy, they're blessed. And you just feel like, okay, now let's do it. Now let's take action. Now let's go for this, because I feel so stable, secure, and confident in the present moment. Let's take action. That's what I feel like for you. I also feel like with this Scorpio energy, there could be a lot of subconscious things coming up, but I feel like you guys have been working on your subconscious programming. For some of you out there, maybe not everyone this will apply, so take what resonates and please leave what doesn't. But especially with this moon in Scorpio, I'm getting a heavy emphasis on the subconscious, even the 12th house, to be honest, right? So with that, I just feel like your subconscious reality, especially those who have been working on their subconscious reality, this is what you're going to be experiencing in the present moment come August, okay? So in the month of August and hopefully beyond, right? So yes, dreamy dreamers. Also, before we end our reading, I want to introduce you all to my tarot journal. So for those of you who have been avid patrons of my YouTube channel and of this channel, thank you so much. You guys have probably already seen me advertise this beautiful one-of-a-kind tarot journal that a lovely artist by the name of 𝙒𝙗𝙗 from Chile helped me to produce, right? She did the illustration and I did basically everything else. She did these beautiful little clouds, and she was actually a dreamy dreamer. I think she still is, hopefully. Hey, 𝙒𝙗𝙗, if you're watching this. But yeah, so we collaborated to make this beautiful one-of-a-kind tarot journal, and I would love for you guys to purchase one so you could follow along during the readings, okay? It's very insightful. And for those of you who are new to tarot or who are looking to expand your knowledge in tarot, it actually gives you like a full discourse on the origins of tarot, how to pick a deck, how to shuffle, how to prepare your cards, how to do your spreads. We have a couple of my favorite spreads that are my go-tos, right? We have a spiritual hygiene section, right? So how to protect yourself as you're doing these readings, because as psychic mediums, we're opening ourselves up to the divine and to source, and sometimes to other energies as well. So it's a good thing to have a sense of protection when you're doing readings, okay? And we also go into the major arcana. We teach you guys tarot in here. So we teach you guys tarot in a narrative way, okay? So it's not just like a clear and your mundane breakdown. No, it's a narrative. So yes, this is my journal, you guys. I worked very hard, and so did 𝙒𝙗𝙗, she's an artist. So you guys, I want you guys to go support her too. Her Instagram is in the description box down below, and the link to purchase this journal is also in the description box down below. I love you all so much, dreamy dreamers, and I really hope you get one and start following along with our YouTube pick a card readings, okay? So with that being said, I love you all so much, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye. Pile number twos, welcome back to your reading regarding what August is bringing in for you. So my lovely pile number twos, you all chose this gorgeous rainbow moonstone with black tourmaline, okay? As well as the life purpose oracle card deck, okay? So let's delve a little deeper into your crystal really quick. So here's some 3 uncommon facts about the rainbow moonstone with black tourmaline. 1, it amplifies divine feminine protection, okay? So basically creating soft energy with steel boundaries, so to speak, right? Especially with that black tourmaline. That's definitely a boundary stone, okay? And also it balances chaotic magic with structure, right? So, you know, basically it makes our woo-woo make sense to other people. You know what I'm saying? And 3, it attracts synchronicity during moon transits, right? So it amplifies synchronicities during moon cycles. And, you know, I'm filming this, I believe, on the 22nd, and I think that the new moon in Leo is going to be happening on the 24th. So this would actually be a great time to kind of like set intentions with this rainbow moonstone black tourmaline, okay? So also pile number 2s, what I'm getting for you all regarding what's coming in during the month of August is I feel like for some of you, if not most of you, you guys will be feeling very hyper feminine, like more feminine than usual, right? Like, and when I say feminine, I don't mean necessarily the external, kind of like the external show we put on as it pertains to femininity, right? Like makeup and, you know, certain type of clothes and stuff like that. That could be a part of it, but that's not really what I mean. I feel like you're going to be feeling more in tune with your femininity on an internal basis. And I mean for everyone, right? So not only are you going to be feeling more intuitive, but you're going to be feeling more relaxed and more open and more receptive to what happens in the month of August. And also, you're going to want to protect that by any means necessary with this black tourmaline. So pile number 2s, what I mean by that is like, as you are feeling open, receptive, calm, cool, collected, right? You're not going to let anybody impede on that or anything impede on that. Not minor inconveniences, not people who want to disrupt that. You're not going to allow it, okay? So we're going to put your crystal here and let's delve deeper into the messages. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck for our pile number 2s, for giving pile number 2s clear, concise, accurate messages regarding what is coming in for them in the month of August. What is August bringing for our pile number 2s? Clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number 2s. What is August bringing in for our pile number 2s? What is August bringing in for pile number 2, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, pile number 2, so we're back. So let's start off with the bottom of the deck. So we have body work, beautiful. There's that protection. There's that protection literally written on your body. It says your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise. Now, I think that's funny because it says body work and then we have a tattoo. So some of you all might have tattoos or might even have emblems of protections tattooed on you, right? Some of you all might be even considering, you know, getting some ink or tattoos done in semblance of like protection or something like that, or even the divine feminine, right? But this reads your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, and exercise training. So I feel like you guys could be feeling so relaxed right now, like you're not on 10, to the point where you might be taking long walks. You might be doing more aerobic exercises. That's what I get kind of with like the divine feminine energy presence and like feeling comfortable to do so. You might be taking long walks. You might be running or jogging more, right? You might be doing yoga or stretching more, right? In order to relieve any tension or stress or trauma that's been stored in the body, right? That's what I'm getting here. Or you guys could be teaching classes, right? You guys could be teaching classes a lot more because you're kind of in a comfortable, relaxed position to where, you know, some of you all might be yoga instructors or, you know, you guys already do that, okay? But for some reason, I'm getting a heavy emphasis on tattooing for some reason, okay? And almost tattooing as a form of protection, okay? That's like your black tourmaline, you know, on your body, right? Are your spiritual sigils or your tattoos, something along those lines, okay? So let's reveal your cards. We have practice, we have leadership, and we have speaker. Beautiful energy, pile number twos, okay? So let's start with leadership. It says, take charge of the situation. And we have two little cherub angels crowning this warrior woman, right? And she's kind of looking like, wow, like I did not expect this. I was just doing my job, so to speak, right? And they're crowning her. They're dubbing her basically like, you know, the chosen one, so to speak, right? And you could tell she's been in war. She has all this protective armor on her. That's wild. So there's a heavy emphasis, pile number twos, on protection here. And I'm just getting this intuitively with the body work as a sigil of protection, but also her armor is a sigil of protection. So whatever you have to do in the month of August, whatever leadership role that you have been thrusted into, please know, pile number twos, that in the month of August, you're divinely protected. You can do it. Keep going. And you're taking charge of whatever obligations or responsibilities are being given to you at this time, okay? So our next card is speaker. Your life purpose involves your skill of oration. So I feel like some of you all, it's so interesting. Okay, pile number twos. If I said pile number ones prior, excuse me, but pile number twos, what I'm getting, pile number twos, what I am getting is that I think you guys are going to be putting yourselves out there a lot more. And when I say putting yourselves out there, what I mean is like, okay, if you all have suffered with the fear of perception for quite some time, in the month of August, that's diminishing. You're going to feel so protected in who you are and what you contribute, right? And your guides are also protecting you along the way, but you're going to feel so protected. I feel like you're going to start just dropping little things. So that could be like online, right? That could be on social media. Maybe you guys are dropping little, you know, wisdom nuggets here and there, and you're practicing. It's almost like you're building reps, right? And I think that's what the body work is about. Like it's okay, we'll get to this in a minute, but so many things are coming up. So it says your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, exercise, physical therapy, or exercise training, right? So with that, I'm getting training, and then we have practice here. Training is a form of practice, right? So I feel like you guys are putting in the reps to get yourself more comfortable with being perceived because you have a mission here. You're a leader. You're a natural born leader, pile number twos. And you have the gift of oration. You're a great speaker. You know, you have presence, right? So I feel like the more you practice putting yourself out there, the less startling it'll feel for you, right? And that's what I'm getting here for a lot of you all, pile number twos, but obviously, you know, take what resonates, but that's what I'm getting here. So your life purpose involves your skills of oration. You guys could be speaking up a lot more too. So if this isn't about you being on social media or you guys speaking to a large crowd of people at a forum or something, this is about you speaking up as a leader. This is about you taking charge as a leader and using your voice, which you've been endowed with as a gift, right? Using your gift of being able to say something so clear and concise and on point that a 7-year-old can understand it, using that gift to propel you to the top, to propel you to where it is that you want to go, right? Or you're working on going, right? Okay, so we have practice here. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. Exactly. So that's what I'm getting for you, pile number twos, is that you're going to, I feel like in the either like currently, whenever you see this video, right? But in the month of August, you're really going to up the ante as it pertains to you practicing and as it pertains to you putting yourself out there more, whether that's speaking up, during important times or like in a meeting or when it matters, right? And that's what I'm getting. I feel like some of you all might be very kind of like beautiful sensitive souls who are kind of meek and behind the scenes. But I feel like in the month of August, with all this Leo energy coming out, you're going to feel like, you know what, I can do it too. I have something to say. And I want to, I want to convey what it is that I have to say, because I feel that it's important. And it is pile number 2. So yeah, I'm definitely getting that heavy here. Okay. So let's delve deeper into the tarot regarding what August will be bringing for you. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2s. What will August bring in for pile number 2? Spirit, clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2s. What is August bringing in? Okay, I'm taking these cards. Okay, pile number 2, so we're back. So we got 3 cards that came out. You guys have the Queen of Cups, and you guys have 2 mystery cards that came out facing down. So we'll reveal those in a minute. But with the Queen of Cups here, this is exactly what I was talking about. Some of you all might be water signs, or might have a moon water sign placement, if that makes sense. Okay, anyway, so some of you all might be water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or might have a water sign highly aspected in your chart. Okay, this could be your moon sign as well, because I feel like this is like how you feel emotionally, right? Like your secret self. Yeah, and with the Queen of Cups here, you see how she's just in her feminine. She's resting in her feminine, right? And she's just chilling on the shell. She has a seahorse in her hand as her like teddy bear, as her pet or whatever. And then we have all these fishies, and even, her hair are tentacles, and it's long and it's flowing, and she's just kind of at ease, but you can tell she's like contemplative, right? You could tell she's kind of like a meek, genteel soul, right? So that's what I'm getting here. I feel like some of you guys are kind of like genteel souls. You like to stay out of the way. You don't really like to make a scene or anything crazy, right? But I also feel like that is changing in the month of August. I feel like you guys are kind of gonna, it's either something is thrusting you into this position, right? And this could just be the energy, the astrological energy, right? So yeah, so let's reveal these next 2 cards. We have the 4 of Cups, and we have the Star. Beautiful card. I love this Star card. It's so beautiful to me. So yes, pile number 2s, let's delve deeper into this message. So we have the 4 of Cups. See, this is what I was getting. So I feel like in the month of August, absolutely, to me, we're certain that you guys are going to be kind of like upping the ante when it comes to at least speaking up for yourself, right? Whether that be at work or, just in your relationship, something along those lines. But we have 2 cup cards here. So I feel like this is emotional. This is about something deeper within your emotional landscape, so to speak, right? Queen of Cups and the 4 of Cups. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups and the 4 of Cups, some of you all might be dealing with a water sign as well. And I feel like you guys are climbing out of this 4 of Cups apathetic energy, kind of like I like to say like a sad girl, quote unquote, energy, right? Or like a cool, too cool for school, very laissez-faire, like, F the system, everything sucks type of energy. Y'all are coming out of that. And I feel like for the most of you, you guys don't really have that disposition. Like you don't vocalize it, but you kind of like, you might fall into that more than you'd like to admit. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. So again, with the 4 of Cups, I feel like you're coming out of that because you're really a gentle soul. And especially as a water sign, if you are, or if you have water aspects highly aspected in your chart, you feel a lot, right? Like your affirmation is I feel. So it makes sense that you're feeling, you'd feel everything. You're not just feeling joy, but you're feeling pain. And when you do feel joy, you feel it to the umpteenth degree. And when you do feel pain, you feel that to the umpteenth degree, right? So that's what I feel like you're coming out. And I feel like with this star energy, especially being a major arcana, and the only major arcana we have here, is that there has been healing. There has been healing taking place here regarding these kind of cycles you might ebb and flow out of, right? And in the month of August, I feel like you're going to feel healed enough in your divine feminine and protected enough in your emotional displays that you are going to start putting yourself out there. And I think this has even been like a wish for some of you all. This has been an intention for some of you all that's now coming to fruition, right? So that's what I'm getting. Someone might have granted you a wish, maybe a spirit guide, maybe just, again, the circumstances or the astrological transits, but someone's coming to grant this wish. And it could be a spirit guide, a fairy, a fae, something like that. This is what this card gives me though. So I just had to acknowledge that. But yeah, there's definitely been some healing taking place here, and your wish is going to be granted. Like, I wish I could just be more gregarious, or I wish I could just be more open to being out there, putting myself out there. So if you guys have been asking for that, it's here, especially in the month of August. So if I were you, I'd do as much as I could in this Leo energy, because you're going to feel amped too. You're going to feel like, okay, I can do this. So take advantage of the energy. All right, so we're gonna start winding down your reading. Tell us more, Spirit, clear, concise, accurate messages. Oh, thank you for cleansing and blessing this deck, first and foremost, for giving us clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2s. Clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number 2s regarding what is coming in for our pile number 2s in the month of August. What will August bring for pile number 2s? What will August bring for our pile number 2s? Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2s. What will August bring? What will August bring for pile number 2s? Perfect. And we'll get one more. What will August bring? Perfect. Okay, we got 3 more. Awesome. Card number 55, shift. You're gonna sense the shift. And the shift is out of a laissez-faire, nothing really matters, who cares type of energy. Not saying you guys are always in that energy too, but I can, as a fellow water sign, for those of you all in this pile who might be, I can kind of confirm that sometimes I get into that little energy and I have to, shake myself out of it. But yeah, so let's reveal the angel number oracle cards. So we have card number 44 with stability, beautiful. We also have card number 303 with forgive. Oh, I'm literally just getting a message with this 303 forgive card, is that you guys might have resurgence of people coming back into your life, right? And I feel like I think you're going to forgive either yourself for a situation, or you're going to be forgiving this person. But I feel like the messages still keep them at an arm's length distance, right? Don't go overboard with the whole forgiveness. You forgive really for yourself, right? So you can move on and you could, have peace within you for whatever went astray, right? Whatever went awry. But what I'm getting is that you don't have to overdo it, pile number 2s, okay? And with card number 44, stability, you're feeling very stable right now. You're feeling very stable emotionally and physically and in your surroundings and in your body and who you are. And that's where the star healing energy has come into place, right? So let's reveal this last card. Yes, confidence. You're feeling very confident in the month of August, pile number 2s. We have number 272, this triangle, body, mind, and soul. You're feeling your best, right? I'm getting that, and you're healing. It's either it's almost like you have a 3/4 healing going on, right? But I feel like whatever this is, whatever it is that you have healed from, you've forgiven yourself and others in the process, right? That's probably accelerated this healing for you as well. So yes, pile number 2s, we're going to roll the astro dice, give a last hoorah to your reading. Tell us more, Spirit, final messages for pile number 2s, clear, concise, accurate messages for what August will bring them. Okay. That's so funny. I was getting Aquarius energy with the star card too. There could be an Aquarius trying to resurge back into your lives for some of you. We have Aquarius energy. We also have Uranus, that shift energy that we just seen at the bottom of that deck. You guys could rewind the video if you need to. And then we have third house. Yeah, so we have third house with communication, hence the speaker energy, right? So third house is ruled by Mercury, and I think is the house of Gemini, right? And I've seen 2222 on the time clock too while I was saying that. So I feel like I think there's going to be a shift in the way you talk or the way you communicate or how you convey messages. It's kind of like what I was saying earlier when it came to these three life purpose cards, right? There's going to be a shift in how you show up. And it's going to be a verbal one, but it's also going to be a physical one as well. Okay, so some of you all might have Aquarius highly aspected in your chart, or if you have any Uranus placements, they could be in Aquarius. Aquarius could be in your third house as well. But really what I'm getting is that you guys are humanitarians. You know, you guys are the humanitarians of the pack. It doesn't matter if you're an Aquarius or not. You care about people, right? You care about their well-being, and you care about your community, right? And the state of the world. So that's what I'm getting. Some of you all might be speaking up about that astrologically. Like, how can you make a change or an impact in your community or the world while referencing astrology, or while referencing, tarot or the occult, or in the best of ways, in the auspicious ways. That's what I'm getting from you guys. Okay, that is all that I have today for your reading. But before we go, I want you guys to buy this journal. It's beautiful. For my A1 dreamy dreamers, you guys know that I've kind of been sitting on this journal for quite some time, and I've worked my tail off along with the artist who illustrated this journal. Her name is 𝙒𝙗𝙗. You guys could hit her up and say hi from the Crazy Dreamer Network. Her Instagram is down in the description box below. But this is a beautiful companion to these readings. Like, literally, I have a section in here that I made just for you guys. That the intention of this journal was for my dreamy dreamers, right? So I'm putting it into the market now, and I think it's just such a beautiful, unique journal, and it even teaches you about tarot, and it helps you kind of like find your way, when it comes to your reading style as a psychic medium or a tarot reader. Okay, and yes, guys, so the link to this journal is in the description box down below. I think every tarot reader should have a tarot journal, so why not this one? Okay, with that being said, I love you all so much, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number threes, welcome back to your reading regarding what August is bringing in for you. Okay, so you all chose this beautiful, I have not used this piece in so long, but this used to be my favorite labradorite stone just because of the reflections. But again, so you all chose this beautiful labradorite crystal alongside the Angel Answers Oracle deck. And I'm gonna give you a little unknown facts about labradorite. So labradorite is the shapeshifter stone. That's what it's considered, right? So it helps with identity shifting. With that being said, it will encourage graceful transitions during reinvention and rebirth cycles, okay? So if you are looking to glow up, so to speak, or, just do things differently than you've done before, you have to become a different person than you have been, right? So that helps you to find that alignment, and it helps you to transition into the person who you're looking to become. And so you could, be who you've always wanted to be. Number two is it prevents energy leaks, right? So it prevents energy leaks while it protects your aura. And number three is it activates dormant intuitive gifts and ancestral memory, right? So basically, like, let's say you've always been clairvoyant, or you've always had the gift of seeing, right? And you could just read cards like nobody's business. But let's say that's all you've been able to do. Maybe some clairaudience might be coming into play. So now you're hearing things, and not in a bad way, like not in like a tinnitus or like, oh my God, what is going on? But like, you could be tuning into your clairaudience through like music. Maybe you're channeling music messages. I know that happens to me. So like a song will just start circulating in my head and I'm just humming it out of nowhere and doo-doo-doo, dilly-dallying. And I'm like, hold on, why has this song, I can't get this song out of my head. So then I'll go look at the lyrics or I'll go listen to it, and it's like either pertaining to a situation I'm going through or somebody in my life. So I always kind of like clocked those as like clairaudience or spiritual, like a different form of, way of interpreting messages. Okay. So yeah, again, pile number 3. So basically what I'm getting that August is bringing you is like this really deep sense of spirituality with the self, if that makes sense. So you have a deep sense of self coming in, but it's on a spiritual level, right? So like you're more confident in your spiritual abilities and you're growing spiritually. You might be reading different topics on spirituality or astrology or numerology, or you could be expanding your knowledge when it comes to these things. And not only are you doing that, but you're shifting into like almost like a more professional and academic spiritual person, not dogmatic, but you're just like, instead of just letting the messages just come to you free flowingly, right? And just be like, oh, okay, I got that message, or, I see these things and I just see them. No, you're going to be writing them down. You're going to be cataloging them. You're going to be adding notes. You're going to be referencing them when it comes to certain things. You might be picking up, like, you might be teaching classes or courses, something along those lines. That's what I'm getting for you, pile number 3, is like you're completely shifting your identity as this spiritually based person. And I usually hate saying that, like, oh, I'm spiritual, because innately I feel like we all are. We're spiritual being having human experiences. It's just some people like ourselves, I'm sure if you're here, dreamy, you're one of them. Some people hone into their spirituality and they use their spirituality as guidance more than others, right? But we're all spiritual beings. We all have spiritual capacities. Anybody could, be a seer or anything like that, because we all have those innately in us. But it's just, are you willing? Are you open? Are you not afraid of it? Okay. So long story short, let's get into your reading. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck for our pile number 3s, for giving pile number 3s clear, concise, accurate messages regarding what August is bringing in for our pile number 3s. What is August bringing in for our pile number 3s? I also feel like pile number 3s, especially with your labradorite stone, you guys could be changing before people's eyes and they're not going to see it coming, if that makes sense. You're going to like be shifting your identity to the point where people are going to be like, wow, you seem like a whole new person. Okay, but let's see. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3s. What is August bringing in for them? What is the month of August bringing in for our pile number 3s? Clear, concise, accurate messages. What did I say? Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3s. What is August bringing in for our pile number 3s? What is August bringing in for our pile number 3, Spirit? Clear, concise. What is August bringing in for our pile number 3s? I feel like this is like the only message. Okay, here we go. Last one. What is August bringing in for pile number 3, Spirit? That wanted to come out, but it didn't. What is August bringing in for pile number 3s? Okay. Okay, pile number 3, so we're back. So you all got listen to your intuition, peaceful resolution, not the right time. And at the bottom of the deck, we got take action. So it's interesting. Take action at the bottom of the deck. Listen to your intuition, peaceful resolution, and not the right time. In the month of August, pile number 3s, what I see for you all is your intuition is going to be spot on because you're actually tuning in. And for those of you who are like, I always tune into my intuition, perfect. is going to be spot on. It's like whatever you do intuitively, however you are taking divinely orchestrated action, it's going to work, right? It's going to work. It's interesting because we have peaceful resolution. In all three piles, I've been feeling a sense of peace coming in for our collective in the month of August. However, it says like not the right time. So I feel like there's going to be something that you have intended to happen and you really want it to happen, and you're listening to your intuition and you're taking heed to your intuition, right? You're taking heed to your intuition and everything is okay. There's nothing wrong with what's going on. However, I don't think in the month of August, whatever it is that you are looking to like really jump off, like really pop off, I don't think it's going to happen in the month of August because you're doing what it takes for the thing in question to jump off in and during the month of August, is if that makes sense, right? So let me try to be more clear. Your intuition is blaring, you're listening to it, you're taking divine orchestrated action, right? Everything's going well. So you're going to be doing this during the course of August. So when it says not the right time, at least for me, I feel like if there's a specific project or a specific thing that you want to happen, like, and you're kind of being a little impatient, not crazy impatient, but you would prefer if it happened right now, right? I don't think it's going to come in the month of August, if that makes sense. But you're going to be doing the things in the month of August, so it will come in probably in September, or October, November, December, or it will be in transit to come in, if that makes sense. But that's just what I'm getting intuitively. So let's get some tarot. I want to delve a little deeper into this message because, yeah, I do. All right, let's see. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck for our pile number 3s, for giving clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3s. What is August? What is the month of August bringing in for our pile number 3s? What is the month of August bringing in for our pile number 3s? You want to know something else that I was getting pile number 3s? And I didn't really, I don't think I clocked it until now, and I don't think I've told any other pile, but every pile has had this energy of like a feminine and masculine integration. Or maybe this is just your pile. I feel like your pile is primarily feminine and masculine integration, especially with take action. But I say that I felt that all 3 piles had them because, okay, we're in the month of August, right? While I'm filming this, we're going to be ushered into Leo season. And Leo is a masculine energy. It's a masculine sign. But in all 3 piles, we've had this divine feminine presence at play here. So I feel like because of the astrological circumstances and because of what all 3 piles are embodying, there's this integration of the masculine and the feminine. 11:11, exactly when I set that on the clock. So I know I'm on to something. But long story short, with that, it's like a perfect time to manifest, y'all. It's a perfect time to manifest. Like, I think I'm literally filming this on the 22nd. This will be out on the 22nd as well. So I'm filming this on the 22nd, and I believe the new moon in Leo is on the 24th. Don't quote me, do your own due diligence, but I think it is. So with that being said, please set intentions, because throughout the whole month, right? Especially if you start Leo season right, if you're doing your spell work or your candle magic, or you're journaling, right? You're setting intentions. It's gonna come. It's not the matter of if but when, right? So yeah, okay, let's proceed with our reading. So tell us more, Spirit, clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3s regarding what the month of August is bringing in for them. What is the month of August bringing in for our pile number 3s? Thank you. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What is the month of August bringing in for our pile number 3s? Perfect. We got it. All right. So let's see here. Yep, exactly. Just what I said. Okay, pile number 3, so we're back. And basically, it's just what I said prior to finishing the tarot card shuffle. So you all got the 9 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So beautiful energy, abundant energy. So let's get into it. Very interesting already. So we have the 9 of Wands. Let's start with the 9 of Wands. So we have this very genteel looking woman, and she's right next to this rose bush with one big rose on it. And we could see the vines and how prickly they are and how they're even going through the rose in question, right? And she's kind of been marked in the process of being near this very thorny rose bush, right? With the 9 of Wands, but she doesn't look too sad about it. It's almost like as if she expected to get some cuts and some bruises and some scrapes because she wanted to be next to this rose, right? So with this 9 of Wands here, what I'm getting, pile number 3s for you during the month of August, and what August is bringing in for you is healing, right? And not to give up just because you don't see immediate results. That's ultimately what I'm getting. Do not give up just because you don't see immediate results, right? You might have to go through a couple battles before you win the war, right? And that's what I'm getting here. These are her battle scars from being next to something that brings her joy. And I'm not saying that what brings you happiness and joy is supposed to bring you pain all the time, right? But there is this balance, right? That's just the duality of being on earth here. So, she's kind of shying away. You could tell she's kind of shying away from being around all these thorns, but she's not going to give up. She might be tired of, being cut up because she's just trying to pick this flower and she keeps getting scraped up by these thorns, right? But she's aware that this is a thorn bush. I mean, that rose bushes have thorns. Rose bushes have thorns in order to protect themselves, right? They create boundaries to protect themselves, from being picked, to be honest, or from being, tampered with, So that's what I'm getting here. I feel like don't even think about giving up on something because it's taking longer than you had anticipated it would, right? And maybe during this new moon in Leo, you should set the intention to endure, right? That's what I'm getting, endurance, right? And maybe that is through creating boundaries, creating healthy boundaries for yourself, okay? So with the Ace of Cups here, that's what I'm saying. This beauty, this bounty is coming in. The Ace of Cups, we have all these beautiful yellow butterflies, right? Look up yellow butterflies because I don't really even know what the yellow butterfly mean. I guess I could interpret it through yellow is kind of like, yellow is a very happy color. Yellow to me represents the sun. So this could be like an illuminating transition or transformation that's happening in your life. Maybe a heart transformation or something to do with your solar plexus chakra, your confidence, right? Again, we are in Leo season, and Leos are very gregarious. They're confident, they like to be in the spotlight. They like to be in the center of attention. You could be getting a lot of love from putting yourself out there, or like, being a main character energy, so to speak. You could be getting a lot of love provided to you, and it might shock you because maybe you thought, okay, me putting myself out there or doing something, maybe I would have got some rude comments or something like that. But no, you could be getting a lot of love in the month of August as you're doing something to create what you want, right? She's also wearing this cute, dare I say, orange dress, right? And she's in this pond, and orange is the sacral chakra too. So this could mean like you might be moving more. Maybe you're dancing. I just seen 1717 on the clock. So that could mean something to some of you all. You could be dancing more, moving your solar plexus, moving your sacral chakra more, right? Stretching the lower extremities, right? In order to get blood circulating and to kind of rebalance that sacral energy, or to get it stirring up again, right? But I feel like whatever it is, you could be really pouring into yourself or pouring into something that you love and you really want it to work right now, pile number 3s. That's why I'm saying don't give up. Just because you're trying to pick the rose, right? You're trying to have the rose, but sometimes that might come with some, you might have to go through some stuff to get the rose, right? But don't give up just because you got a little scraped up, along the line of, during what you're trying to accomplish, okay? So you could be a little, in the month of August, for some of you pile number 3s, things are going well. You're listening to your intuition, you're taking divine guidance and you're taking divine action, but because it doesn't immediately happen, you could be like, okay, now what's going on here? But keep going. So our last card we have is the King of Wands. And guess what? She's a divine feminine aspect of the King of Wands. That's why I like this deck. I got this deck because not only do they have the masculine kings, but they have the femme queens, right? They have women's interpretation of the queen. Oh, I also just realized that her headdress, or I don't know if this is her hair, it looks like a butterfly. It looks like a red monarch butterfly. And she is the rose. OMG, pile number 3. She is the damn rose. Look, stick to what it is that you're doing. Stick to what it is that you want. Follow your intuition. Just because it doesn't happen immediately, you are becoming the rose. Just like the labradorite said. You are shifting identities. Instead of picking the rose, instead of idolizing the rose, instead of looking at the rose like it's this great thing that, you can only perceive and, you can pick and you could kind of look at for as long as it is, you become it. You become what you have been trying to. You become the rose. This is literally a rose. This is the first time I actually really, that stuck with me, right? And look, now she has the scepter. It's not even the scepter. Now she has the staff. She has the power of the rose. You are literally about to shift your identity so much. You're going to be vibrating at the same level as the proverbial rose. So I say that because the rose is the highest vibrational rose you can get because of its color, right? Because of its very pigmented color red. And this King of Wands became that rose. She is oozing magic, okay? She's oozing power and leadership and authority. Yeah, you're becoming an authority in your field as well, I feel like, in the month of August. Or you're going to start to put things out so that you can become this authority. You can become this rose. Very interesting, pile number 3. So also, let's not forget this King of Pentacles here. This could be something that, a trajectory that you're on that's going to allow you to become just like a financial leader. You're going to become adept financially, financial literacy, abundance, complete stability, building an empire. We have 2 kings here. That's the highest form of wisdom in the tarot when it comes to the court cards, okay? Yeah, and it's interesting because we have the 9 of Wands, so numerologically speaking, the number 9 represents a conclusion, right? An ending of a cycle. So I feel like you're approaching the end of one identity to the next, okay? I do want to read a little bit of this female King of Wands for you, so just give me a moment. Okay, pile number 3. So the female King of Wands says, a woman all dressed in red is standing in the midst of a garden. So she's also in a garden. The deep color of her cape and the red rose stand for passion, strength, and energy. Tall plants are growing next to her and surround her, leaving very little space. In this dense atmosphere, the female king brings light and clarity with her wand. A bright beam of shining stars emerges out of the wand and illuminates the sky. Against all obstacles and complexities, the King of Wands will always find a solution and a way to move forward, leading the people out of darkness. Upright, magnetism, leadership, visionary, mastermind, authority, decisiveness. Exactly. You're claiming your authority in like a certain sector or a certain field. You're claiming it. In the month of August, you're going to be claiming your authority. And while it might not be the right time for one thing, it's definitely going to be the right time for you to do this, for you to claim what's yours, okay? So, and you guys will be taking action. So pile number 3s, let's wrap up your reading with some angel number oracle cards. Tell us more, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck for our pile number 3s. What else does pile number 3s need to know regarding what August is bringing in for them, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages. What else does pile number 3s need to know regarding what August is bringing in? What else does our pile number 3s need? Okay, this came out. Okay, this wanted to come out. We have relax. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be in a very relaxed state in the month of August. Tell us more, Spirit. What else does our pile number 3s need to know? Come on. Luck is on your side, pile number 3s. Take advantage. Take advantage this month. You're going to feel very relaxed. I feel like you're going to be very integrated, and you're going to have so much luck and trajectory. You're going to get what you want. And I'm starting to think that not the right time card might be from the past, but I do feel like you're setting up your systems right now. That's what's happening. This King of Pentacles, you're setting up your empire. You're building it as we speak. Bottom of the deck, card number 666 with reflect. Things are materializing in your world. I feel like you're reflecting on past successes and past failures even, but you're moving forward nonetheless. Pile number 3s, you're moving forward nonetheless, and you're taking your rightful place. You're taking your rightful place on that throne with authority. You don't care. You know, this month is giving you all the confidence you need right now. Telling you. Okay? And you're relaxing into this position too. You're not getting into it reluctantly. You're relaxing into this position. You're like, okay, I like it here. The weather is fine. The weather is nice up here. Yeah. You're relaxing into this space because you know you belong. You know you belong here. So let us roll a couple astro dice before we conclude. Last messages for our pile number 3, Spirit, clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number 3s. Last messages regarding what the month of August will bring our pile number 3s. Okay, we have South Node. I feel like you're releasing some stuff as well. I think that's what has to do with this 9 of Wands, right? 9 of Wands represents healing too, right? I always get the 9 of Wands is connected to Chiron, so I could be wrong, but I feel that deeply. And we have Libra. And we have Libra energy, as well as the 11th house. And Libra rules the 11th house. No, Libra rules this. Why am I always getting this confused? I think Libra rules the 7th house. But the 11th house is all about like networking and connections and friends and friends, like a networking connection. So you could be networking a lot during the month of August, or if you're not, you should. Get to know people, get to know influential people, get to know people who could help you out with something. Because maybe now is not the right time because you haven't met the right people yet. You haven't met that right person that could, you know, completely shift things for you. And it's not that person in question, but sometimes when spirit orchestrates things for us, they send people in to help, you know, to help with the process. So that's what I'm getting here. But I feel like there's a release, there's a shedding. You could also have Libra as your South node. So you'd have Aries in your North node, right? But yeah, you could be shedding people pleasing as well. That's what I'm getting here. But I have a feeling, use your network. Your friendship dynamics could be shifting as well. I say that because we do have the South Node here. So just keep that in mind, pile number 3s. But all right, my dreamy dreamers, that wraps up your reading. But before we go, I do want to promote this beautiful one-of-a-kind tarot journal that I made alongside the beautiful illustrator 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗, she's an artist outside of Chile, and we created this beautiful one-of-a-kind tarot journal for you all, you know, specifically for my dreamy dreamers of this channel, so you guys could track these readings and track your own personal readings, okay? And for all my tarot readers out there, if you don't have a tarot journal, what are you doing? And if you don't have this tarot journal, what are you doing? You know, I feel like every tarot reader needs a tarot journal, so why not this one? It's beautiful. I actually hired an actual artist to help bring my vision to life, and she did that and then some. This is a beautiful journal that basically shows you, that's basically a journal for Tarot 101, right? So it's a great beginner's journal. And also you guys could use this journal to track the readings here. I know I have some day ones, and if you guys don't have this journal as you're tracking your readings, so you could go back and look at how far you've come and how the readings actually help, and they, you know, resonate, and they, you know, can really help you transform your life, you know? So yeah, get into this journal. The link to purchase is in the description box, okay? And yes, we really did pour our heart and souls into this journal, and I feel like the ones who get this journal, you're gonna feel it through and through, okay? Also, go say hi to 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗. Her Instagram is in the description box below. You know, give her some work, guys. If you guys need an amazing artist, you know, she's here, and look at what we've created, you know. If it wasn't for her, I would have never, you know, got to bring my dream and my, you know, vision to life, okay? Like it's displayed here. Also, 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗 is a dreamy dreamer, right? We met through YouTube because she actually got a personal reading from me, and it just all clicked. I'm gonna tell that story. If you guys want me to tell that story in like a separate video, put in the comments how divinely orchestrated it was for us to meet, and just that story. If you guys want to hear that story, let me know in the comments below. But yes, this is available on Amazon. I'm a self-published author, so this is available on Amazon and my website. You guys could go down to my website in the description box below. So with that being said, pile number 3s, I love you all so much. If you liked this reading, and if it resonated for you, hit the thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.